everyone! So I am here today with my 2014 goals video. These are the goals that I'm going to be working on in the coming year. I'm really excited at this time of year because I feel like it gives me a chance to reset. I know you can set goals at any time of the year, but for some reason I like to set goals at the beginning of the year. It's just like a clean slate for me. So I put a lot of importance in setting goals. I'm a big list person. I like having to-do lists. I like checking things off my list, and goals are just another way that I express that. So when I set my goals, I am pretty specific and I'm pretty diligent about setting my goals using the SMART criteria. I did a video on this at the beginning of 2013, so if you're interested, I will link it down below. So I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently this year. This year I have 5 broad categories under which I'm going to be setting goals for the year. So I'm still going to be setting my goals using the SMART criteria, but one of my viewers actually mentioned that she sets bi-weekly goals and she limits them to only 3 every 2 weeks. So I thought that was a great idea. It helps her stay more focused, and it also, I think, gives the added advantage of allowing you to be fluid in your goals, because people change their minds and goals may change during the year. So I just thought it was a brilliant idea, and it's something that I'm going to be adopting into my 2014 goal setting to see how that works for me. So thank you, Catfully, for that suggestion. So I'm not moving completely away from annual goals because I still feel it's important to have something to focus myself for the entire year. So my goals are going to be a mix of annual goals and bi-weekly or weekly goals. I haven't decided on the frequency because I want to keep things really fluid because this is a transition year for me. So I'm going to be seeing what works best for me and kind of deciding as the year progresses. Now I'm going to tell you my 5 broad categories, and I'll try to give you some examples of goals that I plan to be setting within those categories. My very first category, of course, is beauty, and this is where I really fell off the wagon in 2013. I didn't meet very many of my beauty goals at all, so this is where I kind of needed a kick in the pants and I needed to rethink how I was doing things. Basically, I want to curb my spending in this area, and I want to stop the huge inflow of products coming into my home. So in the beauty category, I have 2 annual goals, and I'm also going to be setting weekly or bi-weekly goals when I think of something that I want to achieve in that area. One kind of overarching annual goal is to cut my spending in the beauty category by 50%. So I keep an annual finances spreadsheet, and at the end of the year I know exactly where I've spent my money in terms of categories. So I completely blew my budget on the beauty category, and in 2014 I want to spend half of what I spent in 2013 on beauty products. My biggest decision in the beauty category was this next annual goal. So I have decided that I am going to try to go cruelty-free. So this was a big decision for me because, as you know, I like to do a lot of reviews of beauty products and such, and going cruelty-free really limits the market of products that I will be able to purchase and review. I just felt it was the right time for me to make this switch. So I'm not doing a complete switch, as in I'm not throwing out products that I have already that are not cruelty-free. I'm just going to be stopping purchasing. I'm still going to be reviewing products that I've purchased previously that may not be cruelty-free, and I'm still going to be purchasing from companies like Urban Decay and The Body Shop, which are cruelty-free. However, their parent company, L'Oreal, is not. So for some people that may be a contradiction, but I'm trying to make steps towards becoming cruelty-free, and 2014 is going to be kind of a transition year. So I'm going to see how that goes. Yeah, so my bi-weekly goals in the beauty category are probably going to focus on learning about ingredients and finding a way to shop my stash, categorizing my nail polish, just little things like that. But each of those goals is going to follow the SMART criteria. My second overarching theme relates to my home and continuing to declutter and reorganize. I feel I made pretty good strides in 2013 because I was very focused on this goal, but I want to continue with this in 2014 because there's still so much I feel I can do with my condo. So to that effect, I'm actually going to be increasing my budget for home spend. So I'm planning to put more money into the organization aspect of our home. So whether that be buying more storage containers or switching out our furniture so we can better store our things. So yeah, the focus will be on organization and decluttering. My third goal is my financial goal, and I haven't decided on the number yet, but every year I have a savings goal, so I'm going to be doing the same in 2014. I'm not going to have any reward component to this goal anymore. I'm taking that away because that hasn't really been working for me. So I'm scrapping the reward component completely, and I'm just going to focus on meeting the annual target. My fourth broad category relates to PPS, or Petite Perstyle. I want to continue on YouTube, of course, because I love it. It's definitely #1 on my hobby list. So I want to continue with YouTube, but I also want to better integrate my social media and my blog. So my blog has really fallen by the wayside, and I want to pick that up again. I'm not sure if I want to coordinate it with YouTube, as in every time I upload a YouTube video, it also goes on my blog. I may want to keep my blog a little more separate and have different content. I'm not 100% sure yet what I want to do there, but I know I do want to keep my blog, and of course I want to keep my YouTube channel. I also want to better communicate on social media and have more interaction with you guys, either through Facebook or Twitter. Well, no, I'm not very good on Twitter, but maybe on Instagram and Facebook. So because this goal is still a little bit fuzzy, I'm going to be focusing on weekly or bi-weekly goals in this area, and I'm not going to have any annual goals in the Petite Perstyle category. My fifth category relates to photography. I always have a personal photography goal for the year, and this year I'm going to have 2. So again, this is going to be annual goals in this category, no bi-weekly or weekly goals. My first photography goal is to do a 365 project, and I do this every single year. I'm going to go back to taking a photo a day of my husband and me. I loved that project. I did this in 2012, and I came out with so many cute photos of us, and I just loved it. This is going to be a personal project. I may do updates on my blog, but more likely than not, it's going to be kept like personal. My second goal in the photography category is I want to take an annual family portrait, both with my husband's family and with my family. So some of you may know I have a portrait photography business on the side, and I only do maybe a handful of photo shoots every year, but I see the family photos that come out of the photo shoot, and I feel like I'm missing out because while I take photos for other people, I have never had a family photo taken of my family. So Jasmine Starr, who is one of my favorite wedding photographers, she does family photos every year with her family, and I figured I wanted to do the same. So I want to make this an annual tradition. They don't know this yet, but every year I want to gather us and kind of have a nice family photo. I'm just going to take it myself on a tripod. It's just going to be really low-key. I'm not going to make people dress up or anything like that, but I want to have kind of that memory every single year. So that is basically it for my 2014 goals. Please let me know down below if you are the type of person who likes to set goals, and if you will be setting any goals in 2014. If you feel like sharing a few of those, I would love to hear about them. I do plan to be doing update videos. I'm not sure if I'm going to do them quarterly or maybe just one in the middle of the year and then one at the end of the year. So stay tuned for that. When I feel I have an update, I may post it on my blog. I'm hoping 2014 is going to be a fantastic year for all of you. I love interacting with you guys, and I really appreciate the time you take to watch my videos and to leave me comments. So thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me. Please continue to comment and let me know your thoughts. I do read every single comment, and I take your suggestions very seriously. I am so excited for 2014, and I hope you guys are too. All the best to you and your loved ones for a safe, happy, and healthy new year. Thank you so much for watching this video, and cheers to 2014. Bye for now. Thanks for watching!